you.
Asita Fernando takes a new ball from the other end, shorter in stature. Average of 31, Conway under a runner ball. There's a big swing and a miss. Last ball of the last over. 2 slips, standard field.
Yeah, Fernando much shorter in comparison to his opening partner, Chamira. Has built a career on perseverance. Asita Fernando, an intense character, and mentioned trying to bowl on that off-stump line to get that edge in play. And he's someone that will look to bowl that sort of line and length. If there's any swing out there, he'll look to extract it.
Flashing willow, run close to the boundary, pull back just inside. But you can hear the horns.
Yeah.
Bushman to Chamira, last ball, the last over, angling it away full in length. A little bit of dust again. Was it a nick? It looked like it was. I didn't hear anything. No one outside saw anything. These guys are disgusted. Chance missed. No chance taken, not reviewed.
Coaching staff certainly can't believe it. I'll be honest with you, Carlos. I thought I heard something, but no reaction from anyone. Probably just thought maybe just some wind in the microphone. But wow, chance missed early on for Sri Lanka.
Well, never listen to me. I thought, as Sri Lanka, I thought I heard something there and missed by about 3 or 4 feet. I didn't hear anything there, and it actually nicked. Fine margins, very fine margins. Hammered to the leg side, picked up off a length, may not go to the boundary. West Indies have shown real intent with the bat. Let's listen. I didn't hear anything there either. But if it was reviewed, it would have been out. So a reprieve for John Campbell. Justin Graves has played a couple attacking shots now, none for boundary just yet. A flare through the offside and then a pull. And it's one of the reasons why I love someone like a Kushal Mendes, because although they aren't power players, you see them as touch players. You still have to have that positive, aggressive intent. Patum Nisanka, same thing. Yes, it's okay to be a touch player and like to essay the ball all along the ground. You have to know when to climb into a short delivery, throw your hands at a wide one, and then when to be disciplined and to leave it. Or defend it suddenly like that to close out the second over. 12 without loss. Campbell and Graves have started the response, but Carty, Hawke and Rutherford, you think that that is where the bulk of runs will come from. And then Roston Chase and Matthew Ford, the engine room, they hope to finish. With a team like this and a 3-4-5 as jam-packed and as efficient as those three are. Chamira around the wicket, looking to cramp. John Campbell for room does just that with a power-packed 3-4-5. You want your openers to come to the fore and get your team off to a good start. But I'm looking at that number 6, 7 and 8 position, Chase, Ford and Morty. It's no longer about bridge necessarily, but more about impact. So if my 3, 4 and 5 are going to bat the bulk of the overs and score big runs, then I'm looking for Chase, Ford and Morty. Alzari Joseph would want to be put into that conversation as a bowling all-rounder. Shamar probably would want to be as well. Uppish, but safe. You then want your engine room to be impactful, not take long to get in, and I think that is why it may go against Django with this setup. May even go against a Shamron Hetmeyer, because it's not necessarily now about the best player, but it's a player that can play the role the best. So if you do bring in a Shamron Hetmeyer, you take out a Matthew Ford or a Roston Chase for that matter, you weaken your bowling slightly. I actually really like seeing 6 bowlers, 4 in bowl a ball, but it meant that if Gudakesh Morty didn't go well, or another bowler, whoever that may be on the day, that you have enough in your stocks that you can bowl 50 overs of quality bowling.
Such an important point you made there, Carlos. And the key thing I took from that is the role identification. Having the players come in the position that you want them to and perform in that role. And again, it starts from identifying the role that you want them to play, especially with your eye on possible World Cup if they qualify. But first, business here, looking to qualify. But who are the players that you need to put in these key positions to take you forward?
It gives clarity to the players, and it also gives clarity to the players below them, who know if I come into the team, this is the role I'd have to play. And I think to Django, if he doesn't play and he's done well, he's deserved his squad selection. You think a Django or Shamron Hetmeyer on the outside looking on would have to think that number 4, 5, well not number 4 because I sure hope he's one of the best to ever done it for us. Number 5, Sherfin Rutherford, if he drops form, that's where you slip in. I don't think none of them are openers. Django may want to put his hand up to open if any of these two fail. So all of a sudden you start to see where the potential cracks are. Players can train for the particular roles, but it's so good to have competition for places. Shamar Springer just missed out on World Cup selection, having got a hat-trick against Afghanistan. Short, rushed, but a boundary. That was quick.
Lucky for the batter, John Campbell. He'll take that. But a really quick delivery there from Chamira. What he's known for. I think Sri Lanka won't mind that too much. Him rushing the batter. Look at it, it climbed on him quickly. Was in no position to play that shot. Lucky for him, he got the top edge enough. The pace taking it over.
That is the motion you make when you're jumped and you have a bowl of cornflakes in your hand and it's spill. The seamer forced him to throw away his cornflakes. That is the visual representation of that statement. That was quick from Chamira. And again, uncomfortable and a chance. Pressed the brakes. Justin Graves got in. Wasn't a direct hit. The end of 3 overs, 20 without loss.
Boys.
A vibrant Kingston as always. And it's been an action-packed 3 overs. We've had pace. We've had a few nice strokes. And some food analogies that Stacey's loved.
It's the cornflakes for me, Carlos. I think it was just the perfect way to describe it, because if I'm a child looking on, most kids these days, they love their cornflakes. Again, that delivery, one after that, just as quick, into the rib cage. That's where you want to be delivering those shorter pitch deliveries.
Yeah, not... Trivia. When was the last time both teams' skipper was the wicket keeper in an ODI? Hooked ferociously, climbed into that Justin Graves. He has his first boundary, and what a way to get it.
Yeah, extraordinary hands from him. Really quickly onto it. Asita not as quick as Chimera. That one was just erring down the leg side a touch. Just rolling around on it, Justin Graves. Yeah, wonderful from him.
And whipped squarer. Should look for a third if they could, but they can't. Justin Graves' ball before hooking for 4. Notice I said hook and not pull. So real throwback to yesteryear, getting inside of the line and pulling it or hooking it more toward fine leg. We know the modern ways to now get that head toward the ball and slap it in front of square. But the best players of the short ball has that in their arsenal as well. The ability to watch the length, ride it, get inside of it, and pull it wide of fine leg. Good cricket. Got the boundary, got the 2. And not wanting to be static and staying still, punch to mid-on and get a single. That is the intensity that West Indies need to see in this power play. Even if you're not getting boundaries, get off strike.
Yeah, I love that from Justin Graves, recognizing that he can push with soft hands and get that single. He said it, Carlos. It's not just about boundaries. Singles are just as important.
2 legs, please.
Just wonder what Asitha can bring. We've seen fine leg now come into the circles. The backward square has gone back. That is the side to the Kingston Club Pavilion. So it's into the, going with the wind. He's just used the angle nicely and slid across John Campbell. Just wonder if he could be a little bit fuller, Fernando. We know he gets a little bit of nibble either way. Doesn't have that 9:30 AM moisture that Jaden Seals would have been privy to use. Can he just get a little bit fuller? Can we get the batters driving? There's still that slip in position. We have 300 on the board. If it's any time to throw the ball up there and get a little bit of nibble, it's now. advancing, but the score itself does not advance. At the 4 overs, 27-minute loss. Tall Chamira, long run up, very, very long run up, almost to the boundary.
No.
And high pace. Last over 144 kilometers per hour. The ball before was very uncomfortable for John Campbell, and then the follow-up was 145. Started this over 141. And in the Caribbean, we love to see pace, high pace. A real bounding run. And then a real nice push off. A throwback to yesterday. You don't see that many players get as high. One thing he's done well now is that brace front leg that you probably hear us talk about so much. Punching through the offside. May not run away for 4, but again, breaching the field and getting a couple. Back to Chamira. It looks as though he's used an extended run up to kind of get over the injury issues. Now, I'm not privy to why he would have had those injuries, but it looks as though it's a lot about getting that rhythm into that bound and then getting up and then landing and getting over. Michael Holding, aka Whispering Death, probably the most rhythmic fastball that we've ever laid our eyes on. And fastballing is such a beautiful art. You can do it more ways than one, but there are a few things that have to happen for you to be able to get up to that 140. Beautiful cover drive. Classical as ever.
The delivery before played it in a similar direction, similar shot. Only went for 2. This time, the timing is exceptional. He kept finding as well. He's driving it spectacularly well on the up. Lanka there at mid-off, unable to stop it. It was timed that well. Leonagi, I beg your pardon.
No.
I think that delivery there is where I think a lot of West Indies batters can get a little bit better. Shea Hope probably does it the best. And I saw Kusha Mendes do it earlier when Sri Lanka batted. When it's just outside off stump, maybe higher than off stump, or just outside, let's say 4th, they're able to just let the ball come, hit the face of the bat without them hitting the ball and getting a single to 3rd. I think that always prevents you from batting too many good. Just drop the bat on the ball, get it down there, get off a strike, and watch it from the other end. Looks close, and they've gone for it. Wrapped on the pad. Kusha Mendes has seen enough. It's gone upstairs.
TV umpire to director. We have a play review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Doesn't appear to be any back. Can we just confirm with Ultra Edge? Yeah, keep rolling that through. Flat line when the ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. Can we go to ball tracking when ready? Original decision is not out. Pitching outside off. Impact outside. Leslie, you can stay with your original decision of not out. Stand by. Your on-screen signal now.
Leslie Reefer has got it right again. 3 reviews. None overturned till now. 5 overs gone, 34 without loss.
Daria, Asia.
34 without loss, the West Indies ahead of Sri Lanka. And they've chewed into that 303 for 7. Targeted 304, required rate a run a ball at the moment. Asita Fernando to continue. He hasn't had the movement. Bowling in the evening. Sun has dried out any moisture at all. But he has a massive role to play. He's also bowling for Michael Holding in. The one that had a little bit better covering of green grass. Well played by Justin Graves, looking for a quick single. The great West Indies legends. Skipper Shea Hope, one of the best of this generation, and dare I say, the history of ODI cricket in the West Indies. Whether opening or batting in the middle, he's been the linchpin with bat in hand. You know, he has the armband as well. Deft from John Campbell. Just allowing the ball to hit the bat and guiding it beautifully through the third man region.
Yeah, it was such a sweet touch from John Campbell, intentionally done. The slip came out and took his opportunity to just ride it down in that area. Really well executed from Campbell.
Spoke about that a couple overs ago, just trying to get bat on ball and rotate strike, and when you do it as well as that, you can also get a boundary. Once again, and the beauty of the shot is allowing the ball to come. You're not going with hands out in front and then trying to get the ball to third. You're allowing the ball to come and hitting it under your eyes. And you play a lot of one hand, one bunks during rain breaks with a stump and with a tennis ball, and there's all those little bits of skill that come into play now, even at the highest.
Yeah, you even remember playing something that they call drop and run, you know, soft hands. Don't let it pass the certain place out of the circle or else you get out. Those sorts of games.
Hooked for 6. Short again from Asita Fernando, and hooked again by Justin Graves. It's been a very prolific area for him so far.
Yeah, Fernando hasn't found his length on the surface. A bit too short to Justin Graves. That time, a bit of a tough edge that flies all the way for 6. Yeah, no one back there.
And with that pace, unfortunately, Asita Fernando, I had that lack of pace as well. You have to be so sure when you are bowling your short ball. And he's taken his fine leg up into the circle, square leg back. But Justin Graves isn't that traditional puller in front of square. He hooks the ball. So can you switch those two fielders if you're going to go short? Bang again! This time in front of square. Picked up the length. Neither good length, neither short. Just to hit me and a hit.
That is such a superb shot from Justin Graves.
And again, looking for a single. Good finish to the over from Fernando. Good comeback. End of 6, 50 without loss.
Skippy.
16 runs in the last over. But you can see a steady start from the West Indies in their pursuit of 304, 50 without loss. Dushmanta Chamira continues from around the wicket to John Campbell. He started over and got picked up for 6. I think he wants to change the angle, keep the stumps in play. Just like that, and it's a chance, and it's a direct hit. There was a little bit of a shift from John Campbell to evade the bowler.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for run out.
But that
is
is
close.
close.
You can have your side on angle, please. Yeah, you can just freeze it there. The bat is short and the belt is dislodged. I'm ready to make my decision for the screen.
John Campbell, run out for 17, 50 for 1, the West Indies. A healthy average of 41, very, very close to 42. He's been prolific at this number 3 position and made it his own. And he's here because of this.
And you heard John Campbell in the mic. He said, go, go, go. He was so sure he was going to make his ground. But Janet Layanaga was quick to the ball, and a direct hit. There's always going to be questions. And in the end, Sri Lanka picking up their first wicket by way of a run out. They are elated in that huddle. And not what you would have wanted to see as a West Indian fan. Sure that coaching staff as well. Start that the West Indies have had so far, 50 coming up in no time. Batting looked quite easy out there for these two. Well, I beg your pardon, have been challenged by Chimera, but they've taken their opportunity. So it looked good for West Indies, but then that
staff, you have to commend the intent to push. How much of John Campbell having to evade Chimera in his follow-through would have broken his momentum and stopped him from getting his ground. But the intent was right. The execution, however, because he's lost his wicket, we have to say it went awry. Still think it's good thinking, it's good intent. You get it to mid-off and mid-on, and you run a single. He didn't time it well, but that, just having to go around Chimera, you break momentum, you lose rhythm, and this level is about split. And how much of that loss of momentum? Chimera did nothing wrong, by the way. He's running in, he's followed through. He did try to get out of the way, and it was just head-on collision about to happen. Successfully evaded, thankfully, for Campbell. What a shot from Justin Graves, again, off the back foot, punching imperiously through the offside.
Love that shot from Justin Graves. Hitting it on the up, driving on the up spectacularly well, and picking the gappers also. Yeah, look at that. Such a beautiful sight to see when he drives on the up, Graves. Chimera not happy with that line. A bit too wide, offering up the opportunity to free his arms.
Yeah, watch the balance. The highlight for me is the balance. Hitting it still under the eyes, up on the back toe. Glorious. And then that one not coming through. Be interesting to see where he made contact. If it was of his body, if it was the pitch starting to hold. I'm going to hit the bottom. I think that's Justin Graves. I think you have to stay in your box. The shot before was beautiful because of the timing, where he made contact. Not as glorious on that occasion.
A smile on his face said it all, as if to say, I got away with that. Perhaps you could even argue that he probably could have gone through with the shot. There's a bit of a check in his drive. Field is in mid-off, is that mid-off in the circle?
Inside edge, a little bit of fortune, needs to run and run hard. It's a chase to the boundary, two guys are after it. Another two for Justin Graves. Inside edge, you want to ensure he has a little bit more control. Played a beautiful shot a couple balls ago. It's felt a little bit chaotic for the two balls after that. Trying to punch again, this time off the front foot. Just wonder how much of it then comes down to the ball getting a bit softer. You saw the slower balls from the West Indies seamers leaving some divots and being a little bit more of a challenge. I wonder how soon that comes into play. And maybe we've seen it start to change already with the inconsistency and pace. Ball in legs to finish. 7 gone, 56 for 1, the West Indies.
Hold on, boys. No ball, boys. No ball. No ball. Oh, Wale, no ball. And Jimmy. Also going to be a first caution.
Questions you ask Carlos about the nature of the surface. I'm sure a lot of that will be answered when the spinners come into the attack. But for now, Chamira has overstepped just. Back heel on the line. Of course, something needs to be behind it. So a chance for Justin Graves. See how far he can hit it out of the stands.
Needs to make contact first. He needs smashed through the offside. Not timed to perfection. They have to run it out. And they'll get another 2. We think it's the end of the 7th, and the score is 59 for.
How many minutes down? Minutes. Overrate, check audio. Binari atau balik Manggalang.
A good start for the West Indies, an important strike for Sri Lanka via the run-out route. Very different outlook from a West Indian point of view. Sri Lanka with 30-odd after power play 1. Change in bowling from the Michael Holding and Tikshana into the attack.
Oh!
And this is where things can potentially get interesting. He doesn't have a slip at the moment. I don't know if that delivery will encourage one. Encourages another fielder through the offside, backward point. So 5-4, offside dominant. There's some problems straight away. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Aye. Sam. Bowling with the wind blowing heavily across the ground as we look from left to right, which will give him drift if he gives it time. Offside field, short third man, short backward point, short cover, extra cover mid-off, all in the ring. 2 men deep, long on, and deep mid-wicket. My co-commentator suggested putting a slip in. Short third man coming round to his right.
Yeah, maybe just wanted a couple deliveries to settle down Tikshana, because the slip is in for the more settled of the 2 batters out in the middle. Graves 39 from just the 30 deliveries at the top of the order. Trying to be inventive. Is it needed?
And right away, slip dropping back into extra cover, and there's a reversal. Everyone moving 4 or 5 yards to their left, so there's a short third man, backward point, and a cover point, all in the ring on the offside.
I always felt that in the second innings, Jimmy, it would be down to this contest with Tikshana and the West Indian batters as well, who no doubt will feature imminently. The pitch hasn't offered too much to the fast bowlers. And a good start for Tikshana. Just the one by 60 for 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tikshana completed the first bowling change of the innings of the Michael Holding.
John Blob. That run out of John Campbell after a very entertaining and enterprising opening partnership. Raced along to 50.
Right arm over.
Alright, change in bowling from the Milan Ratnaker with a slip. Square his two fielders out.
Couple of runs, gets his innings off and running. Lot depending on Casey Carty, who's had a four ODI hundreds to date, and West Indies would sorely need a fifth today.
'23 World Cup. He's been quite consistent. He's been that glue. She mentioned his importance in this batting lineup. He needs to get himself set. And back on target straight away. Looking to attack the stumps. Earlier today, having a discussion with his coach. It's the first ODI that West Indies are playing in 2026. So they've got to get used to this format once again, but they know the importance of every single one-day international. Well, the talking is done, and now it's time for action.
Good start from Ratnaker, bowling wicket to wicket, very straight. He does have the mid wicket in place on the onside. Short, given room. Casey Carty helping himself to another, at least couple coming back for the third. He has to hurry. Delivery that was too short from Ratnaker. And Carty needed no invitation to slap it over cover. Almost had to release one hand to reach the delivery. West Indies have made a good start here in pursuit of the target of 304.
It wasn't altogether convincing, that particular stroke. Results in another couple. I just wonder if it has to do with that threat from the spinner, Jimmy, that they're trying to get as many as they can up front of the faster bowlers. Certainly from the way they've started, that looks to be evident.
Well, I would say that was the first miscue that I've seen from Justin Greaves in his innings to date. So it could well be that the thought of what is happening at the other end is playing on his mind. Shot. Glorious from Justin Greaves. Absolutely glorious. He's nailed that one. Ratnaker coming too close in length, and Justin Greaves needing no invitation to absolutely hammer that straight back past the bowler.
He tried to go square with the previous delivery. This time decides to go straight back past the bowler. The presentation of the bat face, look at that. Almost as perfect as he would have liked. Identifying the plans of the bowler, looking to bowl straight and full, and countering that to perfection. Long on in position now. Goes full again.
over.
And dot delivery this time. 12 from the over, 72 for 1.
Thank you.
Some early separation between these two worms. Still a long way to go in this contest. Remember, West Indies chasing history. It would be the highest successful run chase at this venue in this format. 303, that's what they're looking to hunt down. Tikshana will continue.
We are ready. We are ready. Oh!
Inside edge again, and still he does not have that slip. I do think that